For this first instalment of Aviation Corner, I got a chance to sit down with Keith Tonkin of Aviation Projects to discuss the changes in drone legislation here in Australia. I feel I must apologise, as this is the first of these interviews and I thought it'd be a great idea to sit the camera on the table, but as it turns out this was not the best idea, as it gave a ton of wobble to the footage. And now I realise why these interviews are conducted in a certain way to prevent this. Also, this is not a paid placement. Keith and I have known each other for a number of years, and I just wanted to take advantage of his expertise in aviation for both this instalment and for other upcoming interviews. Other than that, I hope you enjoy this very first instalment of Aviation Corner. Hi, Josh Keegan here. Welcome to the first instalment of Aviation Corner. I'm sitting here today with Managing Director of Aviation Projects, Keith Tonkin.
Hi.
Welcome. Thanks very much for being here and having a chat. So this is the first of these similar style of catch-ups. Today we'll be talking about the recent developments in around the use of drones in Australian airspace. But before we get into that, what are you? A tea man or a coffee man? Or what's your favourite beverage?
Well, I really like coffee.
Excellent. What sort of coffee, by the way? Is it flat white or...?
Flat white, nice and strong.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, mine's a double shot espresso, so that's my coffee of choice. All right, so just in regard to the Australian airspace, and there's been a few things happening in terms of CASA and regulations and changes. So what has exactly happened in terms of being a drone user?
So what's happened after some regulations were changed a couple of years ago, CASA has changed the way it wants to keep track of where all the drones are and who's flying them. And they proposed some changes to the regulations and the registration of drones as of the 1st of July this year.
Oh, okay. Right. So is that new licensing requirements, or what does that mean for the average drone pilot?
What they want to do is make sure that people who are flying drones know a little bit about it. And what they're saying is that if you want to fly a drone, then you need to register it if it's over 250 grams. Oh. And if you wanted to operate commercially, then any drone operated commercially needs to be registered.
Right.
And if you aren't an approved drone pilot, if you like, then there's a short online tutorial to undertake to learn a little bit about what you need to know.
Oh, right. So does that mean I need to go through and make a separate application to CASA, or it's just the online tutorial? What exactly needs to happen?
There'll be a process, but I don't think CASA's really sorted that out yet.
Oh,
That's
right.
to be advised.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so it's still a bit advised. All right. So in regards to these changes, do you think they were a direct result of the Senate inquiry that happened in 2017, 2018?
I think it has a lot to do with it, and I guess some reflections on some of the other incidents around the world and applying best practice and the most appropriate solution to the situation we have at the moment.
Right. So yeah, best practice things like the Gatwick incident, I guess.
Well, that's certainly influenced their thinking a little bit.
Yeah, it would. So has anything changed for those pilots who already have existing certification, or does everything still remain the same, or is that yet to be determined?
I think the certification for existing pilots will remain the same. I know that CASA is proposing that drones should be registered, and much like an aircraft or a car, there'll be a small fee to pay to do that.
Right. Okay, and does that mean you get a little licenses with it as well, photographic license?
I don't know.
Don't know yet. All right, cool. All right. So what do I need to do as let's say I've got my drone at home, and I have one or two. So what do I need to do to make sure I'm still within Part 101 of the sub 2 kilo class? I imagine this is impacting sub 2 kilo?
For commercial operators, those who are sub 2 kilo previously or currently operating under the excluded category, that goes away. And there will be a requirement to obviously go and do that registration process, and that'll be advised in the next several months, I guess, or the near future, so that people can understand what they have to do. So keep an eye on the CASA website.
Oh, right, okay, all right, and we'll do. Keep a very good eye on it, and plus I'll also put a link down below as well, so if anybody wants to go and have a look, it'll be in the links below. All right, well, thank you very much for having a chat to me today. If anybody needs any help in terms of drones or commercial drone operations here in Australia, please talk to Keith Tonkin from Aviation Projects. He'll certainly be able to help you out. So thanks very much for your time today.
You're very welcome.